All righty, we continue to lead the way, tracking a major winter storm that's impacting our area. Good evening and thanks for joining us here. I'm Chris Jacobs.
And I'm Ashley Kirkland. It is a weather alert day.
Yeah, so we have live team coverage with Karen Johnson, who's north of the city, and our team of meteorologists, Sabrina Bates, Kevin Robinson. Kevin, let's start with you. So the good news is here a little bit, the end of the snow is in sight, but that's really only chapter 1 of this weather story. We do still have the dangerous cold to deal with as well.
You're absolutely right, Chris. In fact, we've got another good little bout of snow now on top of us. This should conclude the winter storm. But boy, when you think about it here, you look at the clock, it's 5 o'clock. And some locations across the tri-state, it literally has been snowing now for almost 24 hours to some extent. Maybe certainly not as heavy as it's been throughout the event, but yeah. Some areas were snowing this time yesterday afternoon and evening. So we've still got probably about another 2 to 4 left before this finally shuts off this evening around 9 o'clock. Those snowfall totals nearing a foot in a lot of areas now, and we're still about to add maybe another inch or two to that. So here's the back edge of the snow, but if you look nicely, you can clearly see there are some stripes of occasionally moderate snow out there. So even roads that have been plowed are going to remain snow covered through the evening. In fact, after a little bit of a lull in the early afternoon, you can see this uptick in some of the snow. And in fact, it is snowing heaviest in some of the areas that have seen the most snow, especially northwest of Interstate 71. But here's a nice band that stretches right down the 71, 75 corridors here. And again, this is impressive snow, about a quarter to half inch per hour. So decent snow, Mason, Monroe, and it's part of Butler County back into southeast Indiana, where we've had some of the heavier snowfall totals where you're already over a foot. And then southeast of Cincinnati, or south of the river anyways, you're nearing that 10 plus range. So you're adding snow here, Florence over towards Independence, back towards Rising Sun and Vevey. And then lastly to the southeast where you've had the lowest snowfall amounts, you're now beginning to get some good rates of snow from Peebles to West Union back down in the direction of Maysville. So we've got decent snow that's still going to fall here at least for about the next 3 to 4 hours. Then comes the dangerous cold. Look at this. By mid-evening, wind chills drop below 0. And then as we work our way into tomorrow morning, look at that. Wind chills anywhere from 10 to 15, getting close to 20 below up here in some of our northernmost communities. And those wind chills will stay below 0 throughout the day tomorrow. So it is just going to be wicked cold into Tuesday morning when wind chills could get close to 20 degrees below 0 again. So let me show you the back edge of the snowfall. You can see by about 9, the snow is out of here and we'll finally be done with this batch of wintry weather and major winter storm across the area. I'm going to send it over to Sabrina. Sabrina, how is traffic looking out there? I know there's not a lot of folks on the roads, but if they're venturing out, it's not pretty.
That's definitely right, Kevin. There are folks that are out and about. Let's say they have to be outside for today, but like we were just showing you, some of that snow starting to pick up. You can even see from some of our traffic cameras here across greater Cincinnati, more of the snowflakes flying. Roads, they're definitely not improving. I would almost say that they're getting worse with this next batch of snow moving in. We're looking at 71, 75 at Cut in the Hill. Not many folks out. There's about 1 lane that is plowed and they're continuing to go over this every so often, but that's about it. So road conditions, they're really not good out there. You're going north of the river, 75 at north of Hopple Street. A few more cars out there, but they're going really slow. You can see there's not even any lane that you're able to drive on. You're not able to see any of the markings on the road. You could also see more of that snow flying. So we're going to see a bit more of that accumulation here, and I would anticipate over the next couple hours, road conditions do continue to deteriorate. And you can see that here on that traffic map, that snow moving in, traffic slow as it is. You should be going slow outside. I would anticipate you needing to go even slower if you did have to go out. Now there is one spot here on 71. It's going to be just one car that is stalled on the side of the road. So just keep that in mind, not just in this area. You may be running into some spots where cars have slid off, broken down, and you just need to be able to maneuver that a bit more. This is southbound at exit 5 near Dana. That's going to be on 71. So we're watching the slowdowns here across the area. If you don't have to go outside, I highly suggest you stay home. Take a look at the snow from inside because the roads, they're not doing the best out there. I'm continuing to watch the roads, and I would anticipate that the conditions continue to stay worse up here for the next few days. Chris, Ashley.
All right, Sabrina, thank you so much. Yeah, and as she said, you can see from your window just how much of a mess it is out there. We do have our reporters kind of in the thick of things, keeping an eye on the situation outside. So let's go ahead and take you outside right now.
WLWT News 5's Karen Johnson is in Westchester at Cox and Tylersville Road. Karen, you've had quite the day already as well out there.
Yeah, and I think you did too, Ashley. I wasn't the only one who got stuck trying to come into work today. I think myself, Corey Bach, my photographer, and at least 4 other coworkers got stuck at some point trying to get into work. But also, you know, Sabrina was just talking about you can't really see the markings in the road. This is Cox Road right here, and the Westchester crews have been doing a great job. They just came by trying to keep up and trying to keep ahead of things. But, oh, okay, here we go. And that sometimes could be a problem. But I just an experience I had this morning coming down Union Center. You can't see the markings. There was actually a car coming the wrong way at me. Thankfully, there was a car in front of that car on the other side of the road that alerted me, watch out, there's a wrong way driver. So I was able to miss it. But that was a little scary. My heart was pounding for a little bit. But you can see it is still coming down. We are seeing some people actually walk from the subdivisions around here to Kroger carrying grocery bags. Just so you know, up near I should say down near my house, it was about a foot. Of course, I know it's cliche, but I had to bring it out with me, right? It's about 8 inches so far here in Westchester. If you are one of those people who did not make it to the grocery store and you do need a hot meal, well, guess what we have? Our trusted Waffle House that I'm about to go in right now and get a hot cup of coffee. Reporting live in Westchester, Karen Johnson. Send it back to you guys.
Karen, thanks so much. Waffle House and WLWT always there for you no matter what. Kroger stores across our area, they're closing in just under an hour at 6 o'clock. The company is sending us information saying that the safety of customers and associates are top priority. Stores will open back up tomorrow morning for normal store hours. But again, Kroger stores are closing just under an hour here at 6 o'clock.
All right, so we are seeing those schools that are closing for tomorrow already. Those are scrolling right there at the bottom of your screen. Of course, the big one, Cincinnati Public Schools, that will be closed. We're going to keep an eye on all the other closures as well. But, you know, as Karen was talking about, Ashley, there's not very many cars out on the roads, but it doesn't have to be that way for it to be a dangerous situation.
Absolutely. And going back to, dare I say, the COVID times, this is back to those essential workers. There are some people that we know that have to be out there, some people that maybe had to work yesterday and couldn't make it to the stores. Those stores still are, Kroger at least, will be open until 6 o'clock. And I did just speak with ODOT authorities, and they're going to be able to clear the roads once the snow stops completely. So if you're wondering why the interstates are not clear, that's why. We'll have much more from them at 6 o'clock when we come back on the air.
Yeah, and you mentioned some of the other grocery stores that are going to be available to people. So ETC Produce in Walnut Hills, this is over on Gilbert and McMillan. They're going to be open until 7 o'clock. Again, Kroger closing at 6 o'clock. Fresh Market just closed at 5 o'clock. So if that's your grocery store, they have just closed down. Meijer may be your best bet. They're going to be open until midnight, their regular hours, but they did say that their pickup orders are canceled, so keep that in mind if you are going grocery shopping.
Chris,
there.
I know you were calling some of those stores, but again, beware that these stores may have to make last-minute decisions based on what they see in the conditions. Again, we'll be here for you. Our next broadcast will be at 6 o'clock. You can keep it right here on WLWT for the latest developments on this winter storm.
Yeah, and you can also get live updates on the WLWT app. Make sure you have the alerts turned on when we see you here back at 6 o'clock.